What is a GFB diverter valve and why do you need one? Stay tuned, watch the entire video, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Yo, what's going on my YouTube family? Bruce is back with another custom video to tell you guys about the GFB diverter valve. The first thing I want to say is if you have a boosted vehicle, 2.0, 3.0, 1.8, B5, B7, Volkswagen, BMW, you have to get a GFB diverter valve. I am not sponsored by GFB, but the results are tremendous. A lot of times people ask me how I got my car to the level that I did, and these are the tools that I'm telling you to where you can get your build to that level. I have a lot of experienced people on this platform that I learned from as well. I'm not an expert, but I can tell you from my trial and error what I've done to get my car to this level and why you need to get a GFB diverter valve. Not getting a GFB diverter valve is like getting a Bugatti Veyron and not speeding. So you need to watch this whole video, and I'm going to show you a video on why you should do it to explain it a little bit better. And then I'm going to, also tell you about my personal experience after the video. So here we go. Check out this video. Shout out to GFB. Let's make it happen. So here's the video. All right, so the GFB Plus diverter valve is the highest flowing diverter valve on the market. It works amazing. It also replaces the factory diverter valve on turbocharged engines. So if you have a 2.0, 1.8, 3.0, if you have a turbo engine and they make one for your build, which they generally do for Audi and VW, it replaces the factory diverter valve. And from my personal experience, it provides better performance, a better response, and a better reliability. So typically, your standard diverter valve, which went all the way up to D and E, generally is made out of weak plastic, and it doesn't regulate the valve lift. So what happens is you lose performance on your turbocharged engines and you lose boost. The ECU in your car controls the diverter valve operation, and you still have the same general operation when you install the GFB diverter valve. It's pretty much a plug and play. All right, so you get the sealed piston spring, an anodized billet aluminum faceplate, which is amazing in hot temperatures, unlike the factory one. But as you can see, the factory diverter valve only has an on and off or open close action. That's all it does, on or off. Whereas the GFB diverter valve operates progressively. It only puts out the boost you need, and that ultimately will eliminate any unwanted compressor surge or any lost boost that's going to stop your turbo from spinning. And also the way it's set up, a lot of your boost is still held inside of the intercooler. It gives you a better throttle response and a better boost recovery versus the traditional one where it's just, hey, bam, here's the boost. You don't have boost, it pulls it away. So it's kind of like a mechanism that enables you to control your boost and keep it a lot longer. Also, the GFB opens 20% faster and it closes 50% faster than the original by reducing the solenoid stroke from 5 millimeters to just 1 millimeter. So in hindsight, the GFB diverter valve is a must. From my experience, it holds my boost a lot better. So basically, to give you an example, previously I had a stage 2 tune and I did not have the GFB diverter valve. So what was happening is I was on stage 2, so my peak boost was around 25. So what would happen is I would go to 25, but then I'd fall back down to 17, and I kind of would stagger around 17. But once I put the GFB diverter valve in, I noticed my boost would jump to 25 and it would hold around 22. It would almost hold so steady that the number didn't blink the first time I thought something was wrong with my boost controller. And that's to show you how much it's controlling that boost. It even holds that pressure inside the intercooler. so you don't lose that extra pressure that you've built up. And it's kind of like an actuator versus just an on and off switch like the factory one. Also, from my experience with the factory one, it also leaks a lot. I know a lot of you may have had that experience to where, and too many people don't take off their turbo, so they don't see this, but even I've seen 9 out of 10 people who pulled their KO3s out of their vehicle had an issue with the oil leaking through the diverter valve and into the actual plug, because the factory ones has been revised all the way up to F, starting from A, to try to get a diverter valve that can hold the boost, especially since a lot of people drive their cars hard and you're dealing with a situation to where a lot of people tune their cars. I think ultimately what was happening is people were tuning their cars and taking them in, and it was like, hey, what's going on? So they kept revising it. So the GFB gives you that brass piston that holds, it's controlled by the cylinder and it stays. I went to my KO4, no issues at all. I'm still holding boost. So the one you won't get turbo surge. What is turbo surge? Turbo surge is when your turbo is fighting with the engine, where the boost that goes to the engine gets shot back to your turbo, so it almost makes your turbo kind of rev up and then scoop itself back. So it's kind of like, it's that turkey noise. I know a lot of that's that turkey noise. I know a lot of people think that's cool, but believe it or not, it's damaging your turbo when you hear that noise. So it goes back and it catches the boost and then it takes it back because your engine can't handle the pressure being shot to it. So the GFB diverter valves helps with that issue as well with the turbo surge. And also it holds the boost. It holds your revs a lot better as well. So it's something you have to get if you have a turbo car. You're missing out if you don't have it. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by it. I'm just here to give you guys another gem to where you can get your car on the next level. So if you're on a financial bind and you're taking the baby steps, I feel that the GFB diverter valve will be a good first step to getting your car on the process of being able to tune it and hold boost without having any issues. So yeah, that's my take on it, guys. I definitely feel like it's worth getting. It's worked wonders for me, and I hope it worked wonders for you. Please hit that like button, subscribe. I know it's a lot of my viewers are from external sources, so let's get the people on this team and on this camp and on this platform to subscribe so we can build this channel and we can continue getting great information out to you guys on a daily basis. Thanks, guys.